many times. Does this one feel any different? Just being a WNBA player this time?
Yeah, definitely. Different scenario, different team, different league, so definitely feels different. Just always good to be back home. I'm excited to play here, but I'm more excited to play another game with the Dallas Wings.
What do you remember about growing up a Lynx fan, and have you had an opportunity to talk to Cheryl or Lindsay anytime recently?
I just remember them winning all the time, the dynasty that they created, the core group of players that they had. I was a huge Maya, Lindsay, Simone, Rebecca, Sylvia, and everybody in between fan. And just watching them, their dynasty was created, and their rivalry against the Sparks at the time, and how heavy the competition was, and even when they were playing in the barn, how amazing that atmosphere was, and just their legacy. And Coach Reed, I haven't really talked to her or Lindsay recently, but I know I can always reach out, and not during competition, of course, but throughout the off season and stuff like that, and to always be accommodating to talk to me and give me words of advice. But no, just the dynasty that Cheryl has created is just something to admire and aspire to be.
Have you heard from friends, former teammates that might be coming out tomorrow? And if so, what's it like to get to play in front of a hometown crowd?
Yeah, I have a lot of family, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and then a lot of my former teammates from Hopkins and my AU teams coming out to support, and just to have them here, it means everything to me, just because they're a huge part of my story in getting here. So having their support is going to be amazing.
There are players not much older than you who grew up without a WNBA to look up to. What do you think it did for your psyche or your competitive edge to grow up in a place where literally in your backyard the best sports team in town was WNBA?
Yeah, I think they were everything I aspired to be, and to be able to see it firsthand on TV and especially in person, what I aspired to be and the shoes I wanted to fill. It definitely gave me something to work for and admire, and it just, to be able to see what you want to be is very important. So I think growing up, that was a huge part of the reason why I wanted to be in this league at some point.
Paige, you mentioned, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say 11 to 17 run. How often were you able to get to games?
Pretty often. I mean, not on school nights as much, but I had an early bedtime, but definitely on the weekends, and some, if I was spoiled enough, get some on the weekdays, but definitely during the finals too. Those were the most competitive, fun games to be a part of or to watch.
Paige, you mentioned the Lynx dynasty. Everybody calls this the state of hockey, but given youth basketball, number of college players from Minnesota, success of the Lynx, Wolves basketball, and local people in the NBA, how big of a basketball state is this?
I think, yeah, it's a basketball state. Probably, I wouldn't say as much as hockey, but it's up there. Just with the continued success and the people that we put out recently, it's just a high level of basketball and competition. And I attribute it to, the winters being so cold that you don't want to be anywhere but inside the gym. So I think that's a good thing to have. And like you said, the Minnesota Lynx dynasty, the Wolves are back. You got Ant-Man and obviously that whole team. So it's a good time to be a part of Minnesota basketball.
Paige, I know that it's been brought up multiple times, but between when you were 6, when you were here playing basketball, guaranteed reps over there. I don't know if you noticed him, but
got the originator.
Yeah, you wanted to say that.
Yeah, me and G-Prep go way back. I played with his daughter, played with and against his son all the time in open gyms, but just what the investment and being a part of Minnesota means to me, it means everything. I'm super proud to be from this state, and the belief and the support that I felt from the state, it's meant everything to me.
You played on this floor at other levels. What do you think will be different or special about tomorrow night?
First pro game back here in Minnesota. I played here for a state tournament, even in the Final Four national championship. So to play at all 3 levels here is really cool.
Is there even time to enjoy this? Just now that the season is full speed ahead for you, do you even have time to soak in this moment being back here right now?
Yeah, I tend to try to enjoy every single moment. This is a little bit sweeter because it's back home, but even if it were at Las Vegas or at Connecticut, that'll be another special one. At Indiana, at Seattle, I just want to enjoy every single moment with the team. Road trips are fun in itself, and just try to soak it up and never take any of these moments for granted.
Are there any places or restaurants or coffee shops that you're hoping to get to tonight or tomorrow morning?
Ruger's Bagels is actually my spot, and Noodles and Company, Jimmy John's, Lianchin, they're not.
Minnesota staples.
Yeah, they're Minnesota staples to me. That's the point.
What are some things from that first matchup against the Lynx that you can maybe look to improve as a unit entering tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think our defense on the point of attack and Courtney Williams and Nafisa's ability to really get whatever they wanted out of the pick and roll. So I think we need to be better at the point of attack and trying to congest the paint and not let so many easy touches, paint touches in there where they get out and spray and make the extra pass and get great movement on offense. And then just attacking offensively. I know just trying to get more in transition, trying to get more paint touches, trying to get more changing sides of the floor. But I think Nafisa and Courtney really killed us in the first game, so trying to clean it up on that end.
You mentioned like friends, former teammates coming out to watch, but maybe players who came a couple years after you through Hopkins or through your AAU program. What's it like to know that like they're also going to be here? Maybe people that you haven't interacted with personally, but have been following from afar.
Yeah, just like how I was the kid who looked up to the people in the W and wanted to be everything that they were. That's why you put on this jersey for the people prior and then for the next generation to continue to pave the way, however that looks like. So to be able to come out here and compete at the highest level, show little girls and anybody in the stands that it's possible for them to get to this point through hard work, determination, and faith, that'll be fun.